Welcome everyone, and thank you for all coming this Furloughs Day Eve. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Phil Jeffrey, I'm a junior here at Aloha, and one of the organizers of this event. I'm the son of a teacher, and I've been in the Beaverton School District since kindergarten, so you can all give up hope for any objectivity from me. I went to Beaver Acres Elementary and Suma at Meadow Park for middle school. Now I take advanced classes, I'm on the swim team, and I'm involved in a number of extracurricular activities. Unfortunately, all of those are now threatened by budget cuts. Which brings us to this event. Some of you know it simply as a student rally for schools, but most of us know it as a funeral for the dying school system. Notice that we chose the word dying. Many out in the community, and even some students in the district, would have used the word dead. But while there may be a point of no return, a day when there's no hope, no chance of revival for our public schools, that time is not here. Given the recent $37 million in budget cuts, that day may be approaching, and it may be doing so faster than we want to admit, but it's not here yet. And that's why I'm here, because this is our chance to say to each other, and more importantly, to the community, we support our schools. We, the future lawyers of America, we, the future doctors, future business people, the future teachers, we, the future of America, support our schools. We teenagers may roll out of bed in the morning, reluctant to catch an early bus. We may complain about homework in a seemingly impossible class, but we know why we do it. We know why we go to school every day. Anything we will ever be and every impact we will ever have rests on our education. And our Beaverton School District has definitely gone above and beyond in its duty of service to us as students and as members of this community. Public education is worth the effort. It's been there for us, and now we're here for our schools. So, we will start the evening by hearing a pre-written statement from a student who unfortunately couldn't be here. The statement will be read by Monty Cosby, a classmate of mine at Aloha.
Hi, I'm Monty Cosby. I've been at Beaver Acres Elementary as well as Philip, and I went to the International School Beaverton. I've been in basketball and football, and also I'm in several clubs now. So the speech is, hello my fellow friends in the Beaverton School District. I, like many of you, consider myself a product of the Beaverton school system. I met its learning targets, I passed its requirements, and I took its tests. I spent countless hours sitting in classes, competing in sports, supporting in clubs. And now I influence every move I make. Tonight I'd like to talk to you about my favorite attribute, the late Beaverton School District system. Some of you not considered it, and I know that many outside the audience have completely overlooked it. That attitude was way back in which the Beaverton school system represented America's wisest investment, its children. Let me explain. A good investment is the one which an initial asset is traded and then maintained with a reasonable amount of attention over time. Over some period, that initial asset becomes much more valuable, so as with America's youth. Imagine the moment where your opportunity to go back 100 years and invest in Xerox, or another 20 years and make a loan and budding AT&T. You would take it, wouldn't you? The question is, how can we apply the future? Well, Beaverton School District had the answer. We cannot know which companies or even industries will be around in 100 years, but we do know which people will be leading the way. There is much truth to the adage of the success tomorrow is today called the child. The great minds of the future are among us, walking through the American schools every day. Aren't you worth investing in? That is where I personally admire the Beaverton School District. I did not waste precious resources on bad investments. It did not succumb or bureaucratic tensions and destroy itself in the inside like so many institutions do. The Beaverton School District represented a very wise investment that I always be thankful for. I hope that we will all carry a piece of the wisdom with us we took to the future and never forget the good investments. Thank you, Beaverton School District.
You clap if you want. Thank you, Monty. Now we'd like to open the mic to anyone who wants to speak, student or adult. We just ask that you be respectful and remain on topic. When we have to end, my colleague Andrew Harris will come up and bring us into the last part of the evening. So, any takers?
So tonight I wanted to talk about teachers. We all know that that's a huge part of what's being cut next year. So the world would be a better place if there were more teachers in it, and I'm pretty sure we could all agree about that. But I still feel like that's a statement that needs to be heard by a lot of different people, and especially the teachers themselves. And by that, I mean teachers, counselors, and librarians who are all losing some up next year. I'd like to apologize to them because I'm sorry they don't really seem to get the respect that they deserve. They hold incredible positions in our society, which are incredibly important, and I think sometimes we simply forget how important they are. At least that's the way I explained to myself the budget cuts and the failed bond measure last year. Being a teacher should be the career with the most job security. I mean, there's always room for teachers in the world, and yet next year there will be fewer teachers in the Beaverton School District and an increased number of students. Teachers are people who cultivate the next generation of thinkers, doers, and world changers. They're the people who make or break a student's passion for certain subjects and for school and learning in general. Teachers can notice when a student begins to fall through the cracks, that is, if there are few enough students in the class that they can know their name and their academic and at-home situation, which is not something we're seeing right now. And teachers are people who, even if students don't always appreciate them in the present day, we're going to look back on with immense gratitude for the things that they've taught us. Teachers spend an incredible amount of time working outside of work. They grade papers, countless papers, which they sign regardless of the fact that they know it takes so long to grade them. I'm sure we can all agree that we've thought about that quite a bit sometimes. But they grade them because they know that it's worth it if a student learns something. Next year, Beaverton School District loses 344 teachers. Next year, 344 teachers are falsely made to feel that their positions as teachers were somehow not essential enough to be saved in the eyes of our community. And I want to say I'm sorry to each and every one of them, because even though I've been to the budget sessions and I've heard the numbers, I still can't honestly understand why. To the community, I would say every day your kids are sent off to a group of adults who are in effect raising your children. And yet for a reason unfathomable to me, we don't seem to pay them both the honor they deserve and frankly the salary and job security too.
Anyone else?
Hey guys, so I had a talk with the superintendent a little while ago about what was going on, and he actually sent up something to be read aloud for this event. And so basically it goes over what he believes about this and gives us the superintendent take on what's going on right now. So here it goes. While I'm naturally biased, I believe education should be a cornerstone to our country, community, and global economy. Like you, I worry about our lack of urgency related to education. We see this in our policy and funding decisions. We all notice apathy amongst community members, families, and students. Year after year, we reduce resources and impact the quality of education our students receive. Our budget woes dominate conversations and thoughts, rather than a focus on educational design and instructional practices. I believe educators can and do impact lives. We have the ability to help students realize their potential and gain the skills necessary to pursue their dreams. I believe every student should graduate ready to pursue higher education or navigate a career choice successfully. For this to happen in this economy, we need to think differently. We must first financially support our schools. The quality of education we provide to our youth will have a long-lasting impact on our economy. Let's realize that education is an investment that will provide the highest of dividends. Second, we must stop pointing fingers. Community at schools, teachers at parents, and anyone at students. Rather than blaming, we must trust. And third, we must all be willing